Welcome. In this tutorial I will demonstrate how to simulate flags with cutouts. Say you have, let's first drag it, and say you want a flag that has this kind of cutouts in it. Now, this is where a crucial difference between simple grid and smart grid comes in. Let's first adjust a little bit. Okay, this looks fine. So we group it, and if we apply it a simple grid, let's say, what should happen is that let's smoothing the corners, soften edges, and there. If you look at the grid, you see that at those edges at the edges that are not aligned to the axis, the grid looks very undesirable. And not only that, is that if we simulate the flag, the grid will at these edges will, or the vertices at these edges will behave improperly. So let's say we adjust properties as if we would for the normal flag, and press play, for example. We should see like over here, the grid is really unstable. This is where we have to use smart grid instead of the simple grid. This was simple grid, and the smart grid is the one that applies the grid and aligns it to the edges. In order for the smart grid to work, we first have to ensure that all the faces inside are at least have 4 edges, or I mean not 4, but 4 vertices. So all faces must either be quads or triangles. At most 4 vertices. So each face must either be a quad, preferably a quad, or a triangle. Here we divided all faces into quads, and now we can proceed with applying a smart grid. Now if we unsoften this, oops, that's interesting. Perhaps the spacing over here was too small, or there's something else. Yeah, okay, over here, yeah, that's why it was like this, because this wasn't a quad. So let's first remove all the edges and fix this over here. Let's just draw a new edge over here, and over here as well. Now we have to divide the face, a complex shape, into quads. There. And if you apply smart grid, we should get what you want. And of course over here it seems like the spacing was a little too high, so we can purge the edges and apply a new grid once again, or we can just, it's better to undo. There. And over here we can apply a grid but with smaller spacing. There. That's better. Now if you simulate this, this should be a little better. Perhaps if we reduce the wind velocity, it will be a little better to observe. Now over here, the grid. Okay, this happens because the thickness is too high. Yep, now it's better. Maybe even reduce it to 5. And basically, we don't want the thickness of the grid to be higher than its grid spacing. Otherwise, the cloth will start to clutter itself out. Let's now increase the velocity a little bit. Let's say 6. That's better. And we can, of course, apply the texture. So once we find a good stopping point, okay, this one looks fine. This one looks fine. We can apply a texture. Now let's first smoothen the edges. There, and apply texture to this face. Let's make it. It's too much. Maybe not. I don't know. Not the best texture for this flag. Let's make it 90. Well, looks fine. Will work. And then we can apply loop subdivision. There. And of course, after loop subdivision, we can finish this up by applying Laplacian smoothing. There. And in case the texture doesn't look like the best texture, we can change it to a different texture. There it is. Yeah, this one looks fine. There. This wraps the tutorial for Flux with cutout. Thanks for watching and see you next time.